Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about something very interesting. Can we trust our senses? Right now you're using your eyes to see me, your ears to hear me, and maybe your hands to hold your phone or touch your screen. Every day we rely on our senses to tell us what is happening around us. But here's the question. Are our senses always right? Imagine this. Have you ever even seen a mirage in the desert or on a high road? It looks like water, but when you get closer, it's not there. Have you ever even in a car and a car next to you starts moving, making you feel like you're moving too, even when you're not? Or maybe you had a dream that feels so real, you weren't sure if it actually happened. All of these show that our senses can sometimes trick us. So can we really trust them? Let's explore this idea together. Before we decide if our senses are trustworthy, let's first understand how they work. We have 5 main senses. 1. Sight. Our eyes taking light and shapes, sending signals to our brain. 2. Hearing. Our ears pick up sound waves and turn them into meaning. 3. Touch. Our skin senses pressure, temperature, and pain. 4. Taste. Our tongue detects flavors like sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. 5. Smell. Our nose picks up chemicals in the air, helping us recognize scents. All of these senses send information to our brain, and our brain interprets what we experienced. But here's the problem. Sometimes our brain makes mistakes. For example, when you see an optical illusion, your eyes see one thing, but your brain interprets it differently. If you spin around really fast and then stop, your ears tell your brain you're still moving, even though you're not. This means our senses don't always give us 100% accurate information. Now that we know how our senses work, let's look at some ways they can trick us. 1. Optical illusion. Have you ever seen an image that looks like it's moving when it's actually not? Or a picture that can be two different things at once. Your eyes send information to your brain, but your brain interprets it incorrectly. The dress debate. Do you remember the famous internet argument about the dress that some people saw as blue and black, while others saw it as white and gold? This happened because different lighting and contrast made our brains see different colors. Phantom limb. Some people who lose a limb still feel like it is there. Their sense of touch is telling them something that isn't real. Taste and smell confusion. We have a stuffy nose. Does food taste different? That's because our sense of taste depends on our sense of smell. Without one, the other doesn't work as well. Now comes to the big question. If our senses can trick us, should we trust them? Here's one way to think about it. Our senses help us survive. Even if they make mistakes sometimes, they are usually reliable. But we should always be aware that our senses are not perfect. That's why science and logic help us check whether what we see, hear, or feel is really true. For example, if you see a shadow in your room at night, your eyes might tell you it's a monster. But if you turn on the light and check, you realize it's just your chair. Your brain and logic help correct your senses. So, what have we learned today? Our senses help us understand the world, but they are not always perfect. Sometimes they can trick us through illusions, misinterpretations, or even conditions like a phantom limb. The best way to find truth is use our senses carefully and check them with logic, reason, and sometimes even tools like science and technology. Next time you see something strange, hear a weird sound, or taste of something unexpected, ask yourself, can I trust my senses are telling me? That is for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Peace.